Carolina is the girl that I went to school with in 1997. Kalimuno njini basanga bamwenya wachiyo kama kute mama. If you want fancy Carolina, kuba kute paka kwedi masya. She used to call me Rastapio because I had no money. Nada mo kusanga Caroline kaninga kwe basika kepu. Na yena ya simu kayena ya peru kama mina chula nuku kama. Choka ulanda mayekanga. Deva, karibu safara, ikumbuka wamachiko ye, yaliwo, nakusanya deva, karibu safara, ikumbuka ubera wako, yisula meye sana. Right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Once again, this is Mathew Kenyi. This is one of my urgent videos. I was busy today trying to do other things. And then I had a message which one of my relatives sent to me. She sent me a message on WhatsApp. Sorry. So she asked me, she told me that her daughter has a problem. And what is the problem? That she's staying with with a boyfriend. Somebody who is 20, I think she's 20 something, pre-25. That is she's a 23-year-old lady or girl. She's a girl by this, is not a lady. So because before you're 25, you're still a child, according to me, or according to psychology. You know, before you reach 25, your prefrontal cortex or this front part of your brain is not yet well developed. So that means you're still young when it comes to things of relationship and emotions. So that's why I had to sit down and make sure I come up with this urgent video, mainly to advise her and to advise all those out there who are pre-25, especially ladies or girls who are below, who are not yet 25 and above, but are indulging in relationships, and men or boys who are not, who have not crossed 30. If you have seen in my writings or in most of my posts, I always say, if you're below 30, you as an African, you should not waste time with anything to do with relationship. Wait until you're 30 plus. So what does he say? That she's working and she has got somebody whom she's staying with, a boyfriend. Anyway, as you can see from my title today, you must never have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Yes, you're read it right. This is a title today for this video. That you must never have what? A boyfriend and a girlfriend. Why? Somebody may ask, why am I not supposed to have a boyfriend or girlfriend? If you go to even the definitions of boyfriend and girlfriend, especially if you're, I'm talking mainly to Christians, of course, this video is mainly for those who want a good life. It can also be for non-Christians or those who are Africans. Especially if you want to live a good life, then this video is for you. Make sure you listen to it up to the end. There's an African proverb which says that give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. I always talk about this, or I always write in my post. I always put this. I always give advice, or you should always give advice. If people don't listen, then they learn from their mistakes, or adversity is going to teach them. Then we have a related one which says that prevention is better than cure. This is always what I've been doing. Like me personally, I make sure I prevent, I don't incur, or I don't go into problems. I make sure I prevent any circumstance which will cause me more problems. When I weigh the advantages and the disadvantages, and the disadvantages are more, I make sure I prevent. So this is a very good something related to, saying related to the above proverb. And then a third one which is related to it, that is what Jim Rohn put it. What did Jim Rohn say? He said that you should learn from what? From the mistakes of other people. This is what you should be doing. Mainly learn from the mistakes of other people. There are many people who have made a lot of mistakes. We need to learn from them, not from your own mistakes. So if you are going to learn everything from your mistake, how long are you going to stay making those mistakes? Some mistakes are permanent. They are not temporary. Now a mistake like amputating your leg, what will you learn from such a mistake? That means you have no leg. So some mistakes you shouldn't learn from yourself. You just look at how people have lived their lives, and then you learn from their mistakes. That is the best way of learning. Don't wait until something happens to you, and then that's when you say you're going to learn. No. See what people have gone, those who have gone in front of you, what they have done, their mistakes, then you learn from it. So I personally have spent a lot of time. That means weeks, months, and even a year in producing some of the writings that you see, which I normally post on my groups, Facebook groups, and then on WhatsApp groups. Some of these things take a lot of time to research and to come with them, just to teach people, especially those who are pre-25s or those who are below me or my friends, how things are done or how to live their best life. So some of these things take a lot of time, or take a lot of time to get some of this information. So when we post them to the groups. We create some of, like me, I've created many WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, added people there to teach them, or to teach ladies, especially those young ones, and these young men, how to live, not to make the mistakes which some of us made. Yeah. But what do you do with all the teachings that we are giving? I see in Kenya we have Benjamin Zulu, who is doing a very good job. Then we have another one called Joe Wisdom. Joe Wisdom is also teaching, a very good life coach. Who else? Yeah, I've seen also Dr. KN Jacob. So as we teach, we try to teach people. And what do they do? Those who listen to what we say, they always give us a middle finger. Yeah. With all the shouting which and with all the work which we put in, which some of us put in. You know, some of these things are free. You have to pay a lot of money to get some of this information. But some of you, we come, we give you advice, you give us a middle finger. Others say, I'm young, I'm strong, I'm independent, I'm whatever. You insult us. Like me, the ladies who have blocked me, I can't count now. When I advise them, don't get a boyfriend, I'm just blocked straight away. I think there are over 20 ladies who have blocked me just because I was trying to advise them to either leave the boyfriend or to get out of the boyfriend. They just block me. Me, I'm now used to. And some of you block us when we try to advise you. You are not serious. You block us. And then others, what they do, they keep insulting, like the insults which I've got. That's why even I decided now to be making videos. And if they listen, it's up to them. If they don't listen, then adversity, you learn from your mistakes. Or adversity will teach you. Or reporting even our pages, our groups. Like some few have reported my page and this. So, anyway, that is it. When we give advice, this is what some of us go through. Some mistakes are permanent, as I've said. For instance, when you try to this thing of a boyfriend and girlfriend, you get pregnant. You'll never say you're innocent again, or your virginity is gone forever. Some pregnancy are life-threatening. So when you are pregnant, you might even die. So it will changes completely your lifestyle, or whoever you are. You no longer be somebody who has never given birth before, or who is, once you lose your virginity, that's the end. You are no longer a virgin forever. Though there are some people masquerading around trying to bring maybe there's a virginity what they can restore. No, you cannot restore. Once you have done an act, is finished. Once you have lost your virginity, that is the end. There is no more. So some mistakes are permanent. Some you make them, you can even die. So you have to be very careful. Some of these things, when you're going to them, know that some things are permanent, and some life mistakes, you can never correct them, or they take years to correct. So when you talk about mistakes, a lifestyle, and then now we look at the Christianity and all this. When you look at even this notion of boyfriend and girlfriend, most of it, when you compare it, it's not Christian at all. That is a way. That is an what did I say? I said it's is a decorated road to fornication and adultery. I wrote an article about that. So today I'm just talking. Making a video on the article which I wrote. The article is on my Facebook group. It's called, the title is "Boyfriend and Girlfriend: A Decorated Road to Fornication and Adultery." Indeed, that is it. This boyfriend and girlfriend is just a decorated road to what? Adultery and fornication. This is a very short article. It's only about 1 page. So if you have time, you get to my Facebook group. Facebook groups, especially mainly that one, Virgin Until Married, Catholic March, or Holy Family. I posted it there, and I think on my account, I'm not very sure. So what is a boyfriend by day? What is a boyfriend? What is a girlfriend? Some of you may not know. I've defined it there. But when you look at the dictionary definition, where is have I put it here? Let me have a look if I defined it. But what I remember, the dictionary definition of boyfriend and girlfriend is somebody whom you have what? A romantic relation with. It can be, it involves even sex. So romantic, that means you're not sure. Romance alone is already a problem if you're a Christian. So imagine you're having a romantic relation with someone. So it's both. For boyfriend and girlfriend is somebody whom you have what? A romantic relationship with, or having sex with. As a Christian, you're not supposed to have. That's why I say you must never have a boyfriend. But you don't need to be only a Christian. If you somebody who value your life, then you don't need to have a boyfriend. If you want to marry, date, follow the process of dating and marriage. I've even written an article about that process of what? Of getting married. Benjamin Zulu has talked a lot about it on his videos and what. There's a process how you get married. If you want to get married, but not to cohabit or to stay with a man or stay with a woman in your house. So briefly, boyfriend and girlfriend, that is mainly is just an ambiguity. It's a way, a decorated way, as I've put it there, a decorated way which the devil has brought in order to make people to commit sin. As simple as that. Just you hide yourself. They hide it decorate it in a way, just like is a boyfriend and girlfriend, just like little poison which is put in very good food. The idea may be good, but it is not. It has poison in it. Yeah. If you don't want to use if you want to maybe call somebody, you want to bring the closeness of an opposite sex person, You can call him a friend, as simple as that. Why do you need to add boyfriend? You don't need to have such. In the West, this thing is very common. But if you're in Africa and you're having a boyfriend, then you have a very big problem, or a girlfriend. This one in the West is somehow they have normalized it. Of course, not for all people. Some of us who are even staying in the West, we don't do that. So if you want to have a friend who is a boy or a girl, just call him a boy, my friend, or you can say close friend or best friend. Use that. Or if you want to get married, you are in the process of getting married, then you call him your date, fiancé or something of that type, but not hiding in a boyfriend and girlfriend. There you're causing problem. This is just to make it's like being busy or bringing uncertainty and doubt. That is the main aim of boyfriend and girlfriend, to bring uncertainty, doubt, and ambiguity, so that you're not sure, is this thing, is it correct or is it not correct? At the end, you find yourself in a very big problem. So if you want to get married or you want to relate with somebody and you love the person, you want him or her to marry you or to get married to her, then go with the process. The process of getting married is searching. There's a way how I've written an article about that, and Benjamin Zulu have talked a lot about the process of getting married, searching, and then hooking up. Not this hookup. I'm not talking about hookup business. And then getting to know each other. Then you do interviews. You even let me get it where I have it here somewhere. Let me see the process of getting married. There are like about 6 or 7 process of getting married. If you want to get married, then do it. Where is it? The dating and the marriage process. Okay, it's here. You can go to my page or Facebook group. I put it there. So the full process is there. That is, you start with what is it? The first one is searching, and then you attraction. After that is bonding. From bonding, you go to examination. You examine whoever you want to get married to, and then you do some negotiation. After examinations, you do a negotiation, and then from there you go to what? You go to I've added. I try to edit it when I was researching about this. I added some few things, which is testing. You need to do some tests and do examination, and then signing off or getting married. Of course, you need to get married in a what? In a process, or in a ceremony. You don't just move into somebody's house and start calling yourself husband and wife. No, you have to go, either you do a wedding, church wedding, or you do a cultural wedding, or you go to the court. Is it called civil? Yeah, civil wedding. So this is briefly the process of marriage. But if you are, and before you get married, you should ask yourself, are you ready for marriage? Some of you want to get married and you don't have work. You're a man and you have no work and you want to get married. Then you are not serious with your life. You're not ready for marriage. Yeah. If you want to get married, you're a man. Okay, let me give you briefly. I've also written something about this, ready for marriage. I've written, I think, an article about that. If a lady, to know that you're ready for marriage, number one, you have to be your age. You should be at least 25 and above. Though other people, they can be like maybe from 20, 23 and above. Some a bit okay, maybe for those mainly like those firstborn. But 25 and below, it is not a good time to get married when you are 25 and below. Why? Because your brain is not yet mature. The frontal, the prefrontal cortex, or the front part of your brain is not yet mature to handle things, relationships. So you need to wait at least when you are 25 and above. 25, 26, 27, these are the best ages to get married. So if you are P25, you need to concentrate on learning. You need to concentrate on learning how marriage are done, things are done in a marriage life. You need to concentrate on your career. You need to concentrate on business, on some of these things, or learning how men are just being friends. Anyway, I'll maybe make a video about that. But as a lady, at least better, you have to be 25 and above. Mainly if you're like from, most of us who are from broke and poor family. You're broke from poor family and you're jumping into marriage. When you still even don't know who you are, yourself. Be 25 and above, that is the best, and at least have some bit of education. Finish high school. If you can get a diploma or degree, is better. And then you should have work. As a lady, you need to have something which you're doing to bring for you money. In case the man runs away and you're pregnant, what do? You come online and start begging people, help. So these are the basics. And I've listed many things to be ready. I called it ready for marriage. And then a man, if you're a man, are you ready? How do you know that you're ready for marriage? Number one, of course, is age. You have to be at least 28 years and above. But the best is 30 and above. If you are 28, maybe you're from very rich family, you're a rich man, a rich man's son, it's okay, maybe 28. But the best is you must be 30 and above as a man before you get married. And then you need to have work, of course. You cannot go and start producing without producing children when you're not productive. Even there in the Bible, before God brought Eve to Adam, what did he do? Adam was productive. Adam was producing. Even birds, when you see birds, there is no bird which goes and start making children before making a nest. So you as a man, you must have work. You just can't go and start having children when you don't have when you don't have work or business or both. So if you're a man and you're there running after ladies or women when you don't have work, then you are one of the you're one of the what can I call it? You're one of the fools around. You're very foolish to go and start producing children when you don't have work. Go and get a work first, then you start making children. And some of you ladies, you're dating such kind of men. What kind of woman are you, or what kind of girl are you dating? Someone who has no job. If you have no work or business, you have nothing. Both men and women. If you don't have work or job or business, you have no business in relationship. You're supposed to go and look for work first. You need to provide for your basics. And they are like those who don't have data even to communicate. Then you don't need. You have no business in relationship when you cannot afford data. You cannot afford fare, transport. You call him or her, come and visit me, he has no fare. Go and look for work, my brother, my sister. You have nothing to do with relationships. Then there are a lot of deadly effects. I've put here 10 points why you should not have a boyfriend or girlfriend. But I'm going to go maybe through just briefly 5 of them. Some of them you can't read, or some will come another video later about the deadly effects of having a boyfriend and a girlfriend. The first one is you're going to waste away your sexual purity. There's a girl whom I wanted to date, and then when I asked her, when was your last relationship? She told me, was it a year? Was it some months ago? That was last year. And then she told me the guy whom she dated, they stayed for 5 years. Those of you who know me, I always ask, when did you first start? Before I date, and I wrote something about that, the 10 questions that you must ask before dating someone. Then I asked her, when did you first lose your virginity? Was this with the same man? So they have been fornicating for over 5 years. Over 5 years fornicating. Okay. So how much liters of sperm was that pumped into you? You look at this. So your sexual purity is completely gone, even if you have been sleeping with one person. A normal person or a man who is in his right senses, or a woman in his right senses cannot be with you. You cannot be sleeping for over a year or over 10 times the same man. And some of you, you even fake yourself and you say you're Christian. What kind of Christian are you? You cannot have sex more than 3 times with the same person or different men and you claim you're Christian, no? You're not. You're a fake Christian. You're not a Christian. And you can make a mistake, then maybe you confess later. But of course, if you confess, then you need at least 1 year or 2 years or 3 years to go and study how to have self-control, how to have self-discipline. So don't lose your sexual purity by sleeping around in the name of boyfriend and girlfriend. Because some of you, most of these boyfriend and girlfriend, this is what they do. They are sleeping with themselves like dogs, and they claim here they are Christian. Christian where? Or they are Africans. There you're wasting your life and yourself, my dear. So don't waste your sexual purity. Keep it for your husband and your man. Of course, the second deadly effects of having a boyfriend and a girlfriend. The second is losing opportunities. How many opportunities have most of you people lost? Many people are losing opportunities. I can give one example is marriage. There are some men and women, once you're not a virgin, that is the end. They can never marry you. Some of us, once you're not a virgin, it is done. You just ask, are you a virgin? The question is, the answer is no, that is the end. Because there are people who don't want stress. Those are kingly men or kingly women or queenly women. Go to the Bible. There is a woman. It's called, I'm not good in the Bible. It's called Vasti. It's called Queen Vasti. They had a problem with the king. What was the king? Is it Xavier? So what? I'm not good in my pronunciation is very bad. So that time the king was looking for a wife, and guess what? Whom he wanted to marry? Your guess is as right as mine. Of course, a virgin. Those who are not virgins, they go around making noise. That is the end. So such opportunity is the end. There are people who cannot marry you if you're not a virgin. That is an opportunity lost. Yeah. Another opportunity of maybe business or investments. There are some of you cannot even get a job because maybe your girlfriend is living on this side of town and you're living this side. You have an argument. You want to stay in one place, and then you cannot go and take up that job. I heard of one who wanted to go abroad, and because the boyfriend has refused, she also stayed back. That is a foolishness of having a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Don't have such kind of problems in your life when you're still young. You don't need to have you don't need to lose such opportunities. Don't be very stupid that you lose opportunities because of just a mere boyfriend or girlfriend. And then we have the third one, which I've said here. What did I say? Wasting of money. This is a very big one. Especially my friends, my brothers in West Africa. You have someone, you claim that this is a girlfriend. Then you give her monthly allowance. You send the mother to work. You send the mother also monthly allowance. The poor and the broke house father or whoever is there, the parents of the daughter, you're also sending money. Do you see, my brother, how you're going to remain poor forever? You're doing such thing. What kind of foolishness is that? You're putting a girlfriend, a lady whom you even don't know if you'll marry or not, on monthly income. Yes, that is how you remain poor forever. Even if you're very rich, like what? Even if you're a millionaire, you should never do that. It is not It is not your duty to provide for any lady or any man whom you're not married to. Your only duty is to provide for your daughter or your parents. If you have a lot of money and you want to waste on women, then waste it on your mother. Send the monthly income to your mother or to your unmarried sister or to your wife. These are the only three women. The three women whom you should be sending monthly income to, not somebody girlfriend from nowhere that you're wasting your money in it. That one, you're wasting your seed capital. Never do that. And some even go up to the extent of paying him or her in school. Some things that's what I call total madness. You pay a girlfriend in school and then she finishes and then say, thank you very much, I've got a good person now. Even if you are educated, this is how they always pay. Thank you very much. Yes, I support them. They are right. You're a fool. Why do you pay someone in school who is not your husband or your wife? There are some of you men, especially Anambra. my friends from Anambra State, Nigeria. You're fond of doing that. Don't do that. Don't be very stupid. Allah Kaduna is always teaching you. And then we have evangelist. Evangelist Edo Baba is also doing very good work. Medici. So you better learn. Never put any lady or any man on monthly income, monthly allowance. Never pay school fees. Never send the money to the parents. That is not your work. Your work is, if you marry her, yes, then personally, I've been working, I've been earning at least over 1,500 US dollars. But the amount of money I've spent on a lady whom I'm dating, the maximum has never crossed 300 US dollars. Yes. Why should I spend money on a woman who is not my wife? If I'm to spend money on you, that means you're not even fit for me to date you. Yes. Why should you date someone who cannot provide for herself, who has no work, who is having problem, even cannot afford data? If she can't afford data or he can't afford data, he or she should go and look for work. Has no business in looking for men or women to help them in financial. So my brother, my sister, if you're dating someone, or if you're this is one of the problem with having a boyfriend and girlfriend. Someone whom you call him or her a boyfriend and girlfriend, you start wasting your money. That you're wasting providing him or her with what? Supporting. That is not your work, my friend. That is not your work. Leave that to people who are very rich, not to those who are still struggling and what. Anyway, that is my take. That is the third. I'm trying to get some music to play here because I'm seeing some bit of rest. Where's my music? Oh, it's here.
Well, it's about the show that them they come back another year. I'm needed a piece of figure job, so it's coming from me. So my that things otherwise I did answer give me the. Me don't give a fuck, some front car. I know say them a send a whole heap of car. Just like you, na man into the shop. Like me take back.
Yes, you heard it for yourself. And the first song which I played, that was from Bobby Wine, where you send somebody has gone to school. It's called Carolina or Caroline, whereby a lady went to school. Instead of going to school, is there wasting her time with a boyfriend and a girlfriend. And this is Stone Boy. The second is Stone Boy. I don't know much about it, but he's talking of overload. And some of you have been abroad for I don't know how many years in the West. On the third point, still, I'm trying to emphasize more. You've been in the West for how many years, and what do you have to show for being in the West, or for working for over a year? Some of you have nothing to show. Why? Because you've been feeding a dog. It is not even a dog. I think for a lady, if you're a girl and you've been housing a man, if you're a girl and if you're a girl out there and you've been housing a man, he's not a dog. A dog is better because a German Shepherd dog at least can protect you. He's more of a pig. You're housing a pig in your house. So how do you house any? There are some ladies who go up to the extent of what providing for a lazy man, somebody who is very lazy in the name of relationship and love. My friend, you need to go for healing and delivery if you're a lady and you're doing this, because even the word foolish is not a very good word to use for describing you. You're a foolish and a dumb girl. How do you house a man? Yes, you can house him for maybe I don't let him go and stay with his boys. Why do you house a man, a grown-up man in your house? Why? There are many men who are working outside there. Go and get a working man and start a family and date and then get married. Why do you bring a pig in your house? Yes, I call him a pig because a dog is better. A pig, you can only get a meat from it, and its meat is even not good. That's why most people don't eat even pork. So if you're a girl and you're a woman outside there and you're cohabiting with a man in the name of boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you're cohabiting with a pig, not with a dog. A dog is better. So kick that pig out of your house or out of your apartment or wherever you're staying. Let him go and look for work. Let him go and study, or let him go and stay with his friends and his boyfriends. So don't waste your money paying your mortgage, paying your rent, and then you have a pig in your house. No, don't do that. Don't waste your income on a boyfriend or on a girlfriend. Use it to invest in yourself, or in your brothers, or in your sisters, or in your relatives. The fourth one is the fourth deadly effect of having a boyfriend is STDs. That one, even I don't need to talk much about it. You can get sick. AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis. There was a lady whom I was dating one time, and then when I took her to the hospital, I found that she was having what? She was having hepatitis. Of course, she was not a virgin. I think this is one of the reasons even I prefer getting married to a virgin, because we don't have such kind of disturbances where exes and all that's coming. And you have a lot of STDs by sleeping around like a dog. And this is very common with a boyfriend and a girlfriend. They are always sleeping around. So don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend so that you protect yourself from sex easily. Having sex is just like crossing a river. You can cross a river by swimming. You can cross a river using a boat. You can cross a river using a rope. So which is the best option? Crossing River Nile. How do you cross it? Which is the best option to do it? To cross it using a rope or to cross it using by swimming? Just is like getting married. The best option of getting married is to follow the process of of marriage, not by having a boyfriend. So STDs, and finally, I have many other points. Maybe I'll make another video later. Infertility. Imagine you're there with a boyfriend, or so-called whoever you're having in your house, or girlfriend, and then you make him or her pregnant. But this is mainly for women. It affects women more, whereby if anything goes wrong in your sexual activities, it affects the woman more than a man, or it affects you, the lady, more than the man. So some of you are even having abortion. Some may not never produce again. Imagine having abortion, 2 or 3 abortions for the same man, or different men. Or even if you don't have abortion and you produce a child, being a single mother, getting a husband is another problem. Or growing up and making these children grow. Of course, such kind of men who just give their seed anyhow, they are not valuable men. No valuable man can sleep around anyhow like a dog. So if you're there and you've been sleeping around anyhow and you get pregnant, then you make matters worse and you kill the child, or you do away with the child in your stomach. Then you're already a murderer. Imagine such kind of CV. The next day you get married properly, you want to get a husband, you want to get a child, you find no child is coming. Then you start asking, where are the good men? Where are the good men? You've been staying with a man for over 5 years, over 2 years, and people have your CV, your reputation, and then you're still asking, where are the good men? You wasted your chance, my dear. Or even men, some ladies, when you have a child with other woman, your baby daddy, they have nothing to do with it. The same with some men. If you're a woman, single mother, some men have nothing to do with you. So you better protect your purity. And I've listed just these five effects of having a boyfriend and girlfriend. But the main thing, don't put yourself in such a situation where you compromise yourself easily. Never have a boyfriend or girlfriend in your life. Stay single. As happy as I am here now, I'm 38. I don't have a girlfriend. Why should I have a girlfriend? But I'm dating. Of course, I'm dating. But I don't have someone who is called a girlfriend. I'm a Christian. So as a Christian, if you want to get married. Follow the process and then you get married. This is a warning to whoever is listening to me. We give advice. If you don't listen, then that is up to you. You learn through your mistakes. So, as we give advice, like what Bobby Wine has been saying, it is advising ladies, when you go to school, go there and study. Don't go and mess up yourself, because once you mess yourself up, some of these mistakes, correcting them is very, very hard, or you never correct them again. So one word is enough for a wise person. If you don't listen with this little advice I'm giving here, then you learn with your own mistakes. And some of these mistakes are permanent. And so some of these things are permanent. Once you lose your virginity, you're no longer virgin. Once you lose your womb, some of you can even lose your womb. That is the end. So if you have a dog or if you have a pig, whom you're housing in your house, that in the name of boyfriend, it's high time you kick him or her out of your house or house of your life. If you want to get married, follow the process and get married in the right way. Thank you, and God bless you.
Carolina is the guy that I went to school with in 1996. Okusoma olwakudolo wenti iyo mulizi naweta kati bwekyukukola kiruke ate ngeno olubuto lukula emmakusomero naye naawe nga bwomanya essomero lusomero bwebanga banange tekusalawo zirawaka ngeri wange olwandaba nti kulesha gatuka batonapa ewaka bwe wanjota nange tekusalawo enfuna akalimu nenkola akalimu nenkola akalimu nayata akalimu kafuka akalimu nakati bwe bonna bina ndi wano ezenjikakalimusafara yekubuza wabakikuye nayo